This is my 4-string fretted cigar bass guitar. This is a pretty old one, built it 9 years ago maybe. But this one's been well maintained, and by that I mean I've actually changed the strings at least once. Now I tune this guitar to A, D, G, B, which is basically the middle 4 strings of a standard 6-string guitar. And that's struck a few people as odd over the years. I've had several questions like, well, why don't you tune it to an open G chord? You know, that would be G, D, G, B. And there's, I've never tuned it to that, and I think there's a few reasons. One reason I tune it the way I do is just simply because it is a fretted instrument. A lot of your fretless cigar box guitars are almost always tuned to an open chord. That's because you're playing slide when you don't have frets. This one, the action's actually pretty low, so basically can't play slide with it. And so to make it easier, because you know, I've been playing guitar for a number of decades at this point, it's a lot easier for my fingers to just go where they've always gone than to have to think of like, well, no, that, you know, that low note, wow, that low note's a G, not an A. And yeah, that would, you know, it would make, I could finger chords with just one finger, but I'm not really used to doing that. Another reason I tune it the way I do is because this is the one, this is the instrument that I use when I'm doing, when I'm just playing a song and singing. And I need as much of my brain possible on making my voice not be a complete nightmare. So I don't want to be thinking too much about what my fingers are doing, and instead kind of rely on muscle memory. Another reason that I tune it to middle 4 of a standard guitar is that there's also times when I'm playing kind of an active rhythm part. I'm not just... which I do that too, but there's a lot of times when I'll actually be doing something a little more like... You know, I play things like that, and again, it's the muscle memory thing. You know, my fingers know where to go on a standard guitar. If I had that low string tuned down a full step, it would throw me off a lot. Another reason is just sheer economy. When it's tuned like this and I don't have a low or a high E string to worry about, I can get away with playing a lot of chords without really leaving one position. Like, an example, the key of D, I can play, you know, pretty standard, just D bar chord at the 5th fret. I can alter it slightly to get a G. It's just a G 5th. There's no 3rd involved, but I basically move 2 fingers. And I can also play the A chord in that same position. I'll still, because of the muscle memory thing, I'll still bar this finger, even though it's only playing the high note, but I'll still bar because it, you know, that's just what my hand's been doing for 30 plus years. So I can play like a 1-4-5 progression, like, and without really moving my hand at all. And yeah, I kind of like doing that. It's, if you're trying to sing, or if I'm trying to sing, it just makes it, you know, a lot less stuff that your left hand has to do while you're desperately trying to remember the words and melody to a song and not have it come out sounding terrible. So that's why I tune my 4-string a little bit different than you might expect.